We are on the record in the People of the State of Michigan versus Mason Bradley Lindeman, file number 22-20750-FH. This is the date set for a pretrial conference as well as a pretrial on a contempt of court for failure to appear. We are proceeding today by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Bayanetto.
Alex Bayanetto for the people.
Your Honor, Michael Dagger-Margosian for Mr. Lindeman.
Mr. Dagger-Margosian, where do we stand with Mr. Lindeman's case today?
Your Honor, two things. Number one, on the case itself, Ms. Meir and I just aren't really seeing eye to eye on this case. I'm asking the court to schedule it for a jury trial.
How many days do you think you'll need for a jury trial?
I would think 2 days. There are,
I think 2 days.
there's a handful of witnesses.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Bayanetto, did you agree with the 2 days?
I did. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt Mr. Dagger-Margosian.
That's okay. Ms. Andrews, could you find us a 2-day jury trial date, please?
I have June 1st and 2nd. That would be back up to a domestic jury trial.
Ms. Meir is available that day.
That's fine with me, Your Honor.
Right, so trial on June 1st and 2nd, and let's have a final pretrial on May 24th. Okay, anything else we need to address with this case today?
Your Honor, I'd like to address bond.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm asking this court to amend Mr. Lindeman's bond to a PR, a personal recognizance bond. He has family support. I've been talking with his family about Mr. Lindeman. Mr. Lindeman just had, I believe he is a new father. He wants to be out in public to take care of his new child. He states to me that his uncle passed away and that the funeral is tomorrow. He's been in custody for quite a while here, obviously pre-conviction. I think it would be appropriate to amend Mr. Lindeman's bond to PR with, if there needs to be any tether or whatever other bond conditions this court thinks appropriate, but I do think it would be appropriate to amend to PR.
Bayanetto?
Your Honor, I would object to any modification of bond. This has been, I think, visited in this case several different times. And in fact, this court issued an order, an opinion in order regarding its opinions on the bond. Looks like December, just a few months ago. So I don't think circumstances have changed since the court issued that order, and I would object to any modification of bond at this point.
All right, I did issue an order back on December 27th of 2022 with respect to a modification of bond, and did in fact reduce the bond, I think, at that point. There is a decently detailed written order in which I reviewed the relevant factors that are applicable to setting bond for a defendant. I haven't heard anything today that would change the findings made in that order. So I am going to deny that request to modify the bond. I would be willing to consider a release for Mr. Lindeman for a few hours. You said his uncle's funeral is tomorrow.
My understanding, Judge.
What time do you know?
Mr. Lindeman, do you have?
I believe it's at 10 in Brooklyn.
Mr. Lindeman, do you have someone that can pick you up from the jail and bring you back when it's over?
Yes,
Who is that?
my sister,
What's her name?
Mackenzie Lindeman.
All right, I will send an order to the jail allowing for Mr. Lindeman's release tomorrow from from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To attend his uncle's funeral, to be released to Mackenzie Lindeman, who shall take him to the funeral and bring him immediately back to the jail.
Your Honor, is there any type of electronic monitoring available while he's released, or is that just directly to Ms. Lindeman?
I'm not going to require electronic monitoring so long as he's just released directly to his sister, Ms. Lindeman.
Mason, you got to return at 4 p.m. or sooner.
Okay, thank you.
Do you know the name of the funeral home, Mr. Lindeman?
I'm not sure the name. It's the only one in Brooklyn.
Okay, anything else we need to address today, Mr. Dagger-Margosian or Mr. Bayonet?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, Mr. Lindeman, you can let the officer that's with you know that you are done in court for today.
Thank you.
Oh, Your Honor, is the contempt scheduled for what
Yeah.
day? is contempt?
Adjourn everything to we set it for a trial, so the final pre-trial is May 24th.
So the contempt will be on May 24th. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
Judge, just checking, is Christiana Silva in the waiting room?
She is. We are waiting for Ms. Underwood to get back for her case.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Glazier, we have Nancy Aguirre here. Do you need a breakout session with her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we are on the record in file 23-21277-FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Nancy Aguirre. We are here today for an arraignment. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearance on the record, beginning with Mr. Bayonet.
Alex Bayonet for the people.
John Glazier on behalf of Ms. Aguirre.
All right, Mr. Glazier, does Ms. Aguirre wish to have the information read?
No, Your Honor, we'd waive the reading of the information. Acknowledge receipt of that. Your Honor, we may need to have an amended information filed, though. It's my understanding, notes I have from district court are that she is going to plead to a possession of cocaine rather than methamphetamine with a Killebrew plea that is 7411 and no upfront jail.
That's correct, Your Honor. I'm looking to see if we have an amended information right now. Does not look like we do. I can get that typed up right now.
And I would like to address bond, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian, did we still need to bring Mr. Disher back, or were we done with him?
Judge, I would like to get him called back simply for the fact of getting a trial date and putting that on record.
Okay, I couldn't remember where we stood with that one.
And I'm wondering if we're gonna are we having Mr. Fleming come in? We may be in a position to resolve the Skinner deal, the Skinner case, if Mr. Fleming and I are able to talk with you, Your Honor.
Mr. Fleming did indicate that he would come over as soon as he was done with Judge Anzalone's courtroom. I'm not sure what the status is on that, though.
Okay.
And I did put in a request for that amended information, Your Honor. So.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Underwood, we have Christiana Silva is here. Do you need a breakout session with her? Ms. Underwood, if you're there, you'll need to unmute.
Asked me to bring that because that was some immediate discharge.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Christiana Silva is here. Do you need a breakout session with her?
What is the last name? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Silva?
I don't believe that's mine. Let me check.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, maybe you haven't been appointed yet. It's a violation of probation. All right, Ms. Silva, if you are there, you'll need to unmute, please. Okay, we are on the record in the People of the State of Michigan versus Christiana Alicia Silva, file number 19-19407-FH. Today is the date set for an appearance on a request and summons for probation violation. We are proceeding today by video conference. Ms. You are Christiana Alicia Silva.
Yes,
Ms. Silva, have you received a copy of the request and summons for probation violation?
yes,
That summons alleges that you violated the terms of your probation by being in possession of a controlled substance of less than 25 grams and by pleading guilty to an offense related to that back on February 1st, 2023. Do you understand that?
yes,
You had, in this case, previously pled guilty to possession of cocaine less than 25 grams. Do you understand that?
yes, Your Honor.
And you understand the maximum penalty for that offense is up to 4 years in prison and or a $25,000 fine.
Yes,
You do have the right to be represented by an attorney in this hearing and at any other proceedings that we would have on this matter. If you can't afford an attorney, you can tell me that now and I'll appoint one for you at public expense. Do you understand that?
yes,
Would you like to be represented by an attorney?
yes,
Do you have the ability to pay for your own?
no,
All right, I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you and I will place you in a breakout session with Ms. Underwood from the public defender's office.
Your Honor, I don't believe we've received the warrant information on that. So if that could be provided to me, I would appreciate that.
All right, I will have that emailed over to you right now.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yeah,
I represent Christiana Silva. I think she has a sentencing coming up.
Oh,
Yes.
all
You
right,
know
let
that
me,
is, Christiana?
That's correct.
do you happen to have the date for that, Ms. Walsh?
I don't have my file in front of me. Your
I
Honor.
can get it. Hold on just a second.
Okay,
I believe it's March 16th.
What do you know for sure, Miss Silva?
That's what my calendar says, Miss Walsh, from you.
all right, let's just look it up in our computer system and make sure.
Yes, it is March 16th.
Why don't we move this violation of probation to that day, Your Honor?
All right. All right, so I will adjourn this then. I'll enter a not guilty plea for Ms. Silva and adjourn this to March 16th at 8:15 a.m.
I think Miss Silva might. I mean, she'd have to talk to her attorney, but I think she was
Do you want to talk to her, Mr. Clayton?
possibly going to plea.
I just soon take care of it on the 16th, Your Honor.
Well, I mean, if in fact she wants to plea, we could do the sentencing on both of them on March 16th. Otherwise, we're gonna have.
I
Right.
think you might be able to do that anyway, Your Honor. Mr. Hartung is going to be present on the 16th.
No, I have to prepare the report for if she pleads guilty.
I'd still rather talk to Mr. Hartung ahead of time. I didn't know that there was going to be a VOP on this.
All right, so I'll adjourn it to March 16th at 8:15 a.m.
And then I'll talk to Mr. Hartung before that, Your Honor.
All right then, Ms. Silva, you'll need to be back on March 16th at 8:15 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Underwood, we have Jamie Todd here. Do you need a breakout session with her?
I talked to him, but I need just a brief breakout with him.
Ms. Todd, I'm going to place you in a breakout session with Ms. Underwood. Before I do that, Ms. Todd, I'm going to send you a request to unmute your device. Just let's make sure we get that done before. Okay. Oh. I apologize, Ms. Underwood. Ms. Todd is not your case. That is Ms. Van Duzen's, and she.
I thought you said Dehan, Your Honor. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, so Ms. Van Duzen, do you need a breakout session with Ms. Todd?
No, Your Honor. I've already talked to Ms. Todd. So
All right. All right, we are on the record then in file 23-21236-FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Jamie Lee Todd. We are here today for a pretrial conference in this matter, and we are proceeding today by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Bayoneto.
Alex Bayoneto for the people.
Dawn Van Dusen on behalf of Ms. Todd.
All right, Ms. Van Duzen, where do we stand with Ms. Todd's case today?
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for another pretrial after the date of April 5th. She has some court hearings that we're waiting on that is supposed to take place in Colorado on April 5th. So we're asking for after that date.
Mr. Bayonetto, any input on that?
I have no objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay. So let's go with April 19th at 8:15 a.m.
And I
Yes.
open the stipulation, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Anything else we need to address today?
No, Your Honor, that was my only case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Glazer, have you heard from Ms. Wise? She was here on a case earlier and said she was going to log back in, but she has not since I spoke to her last.
Your Honor, I can get her if you want to call the Crabtree case.
Okay.
I will send her a text right now.
Do you need a breakout session with Mr. Crabtree, Mr. Glazer? You were muted, Mr. Glazer, if you responded.
Just for a second, Your Honor. Sorry, I didn't know I was muted.
Okay. Mr. Crabtree, I'm going to place you in a breakout session with Mr. Glazer.
Okay.
Good morning again, Ms. Wise. Mr. Glazer, oh, he just got back from his breakout session with Mr. Crabtree.
Morning.
Okay, we are on the record in file 20-20127-FC, people of the state of Michigan versus Lucas Edward Crabtree. We are here today, I think, to review the status of the some outstanding discovery. Can I ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Ms. Wise?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jackie Wise on behalf of the people.
John Glazer on behalf of Lucas Crabtree, Your Honor.
All right, so I think there was some lab information that was outstanding. Where do we stand with that?
Your Honor, we received information from the prosecutor, and we sent it on down to the expert that we're using, and I've talked with her, and I think we have everything we need. I had one concern, and Miss Weiss looked at it yesterday too. There's something about there was a report 1, report 2, and like a report 4, and there wasn't, the report 3 was missing. And I don't know if it ever existed or if there was ever anything on it, but I think Miss Weiss indicated she checked to see if there was. Is that right, Jackie?
That's correct.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that like I say, the number 3 was missing. I think it was 3 or 8.
Yeah.
maybe.
They're labeled 1, 2, and 4, and so we kind of questioned what's going on with 3. So we're looking into that.
But
Okay.
I can't see that it's anything. I mean, my expert said she was all set.
Okay, so it sounds to me as though, with the exception of just figuring that issue out about number 3, that Mr. Glazer's got the information that he needs at this point. Is there anything else we need to address in advance of, I guess we've got one final pretrial left before the trial date.
Yeah, I don't have anything else I need to address. I will get Jackie, I will get you the report as soon as the expert sends it to me.
That's just what I was going to ask, if you could get me that report as soon as possible.
Yeah, but
All right. Okay, then, thank you for your time then. If there's nothing else, you can, Mr. Crabtree, you're free to go.
all right, Mr. Crabtree, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you, you too.
You're like one to type in. Oh, there's 2 to 3. Oh, excuse me. 3 to 4, you coming? I got plenty of stuff out there. Oh, yeah. This is the lady who's pretty good. Not work. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't know why. Asked you on it.
Yeah, just, hey, Leo, just put it on.
Well, the close out page, so I was like, why are Okay. Yes, sir.
Will you call the jail and ask? Just-
So we currently have Ms. Lawyer. Could we take her out and put in William Disher instead? No, she'll still have to come in. Thank you. So we need William Disher. Thank you. Bye.
You come on back out, Ms. Guire. They're not ready for you yet, apparently. They're gonna call you back out here in a little bit.
All right, Mr. Dagger Margosian, we have Mr. Disher back. So we are back on the record in People of the State of Michigan versus William Scott Disher, file 23-21229-FH. It is my understanding that we need to set this matter for a trial. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian, how long do you think you'll need?
One day would be tight. It probably would be 2 days. I know they have a fair amount of law enforcement officers that are planning on testifying.
Your Honor, I think 2 days is sufficient.
Okay, Ms. Andrews, could you find us a 2-day jury trial date?
We could set it on June 1st and 2nd. As backup to the one we set earlier.
That was Mr. Dagger Margosian's, I think also. Do you want 2 backups on the same date, Mr. Dagger Margosian?
Probably not, if that's
Okay.
okay.
We could go with Wednesday, June 7th and Thursday, June 8th.
That would work.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, so
You know what,
June
Judge,
7th.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the count. I'm in trial on 6 and 7.
Would you be okay with the 8th and the 9th, or don't you want 2 trials back to back?
It probably not back to back, if that's okay. I just want to make sure I have time to have this ready.
So my next available would be June 13th and June 14th.
That's fine. Thank you.
That works.
Okay, so June 13th and the 14th, let's do a final pretrial on June 7th. Okay, court will issue a scheduling order. Is there anything else we need to address today?
Your Honor, Mr. Disher wanted me to ask this court to consider amending the bond to a PR bond. These offenses are nonviolent in nature. He's been in custody for a good chunk of time now. I think that request would be appropriate, but I'll leave it to the court's discretion.
Mr. Bayoneto?
Your Honor, I would object to any bond modification at this point. This has been reviewed by the court before. I don't see any change in circumstances. This is from the bond hearing down in district court. So I would object to any bond modification at this point.
As far as I can tell, it looks like the bond is currently set at $6,000 cash or surety. Mr. Disher is accused of a home invasion second degree. I don't at this point have much more information to go on than that. I do know he's been it appears he's been incarcerated since sometime in January, but I think given the charges that the bond is reasonably set, so I'm going to deny that request and leave bond as it's currently set. All right, Mr. Disher, you can let the officer that's with you know that you're done in court for today. Yes, Mr.
Your Honor, for Ms. Gire, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. The amended information is done. I'm about to sign it as soon as it appears in my queue.
Kelly again, could we have this Nancy acquired back? Thank you. Bye.
All good? Try it again.
All right, Mr. Vanetto, have you sent that yet?
Not yet, Your Honor. I got confirmation from our staff that it was done and they were sending it to me. I'm just waiting on that, and then I'll sign it and send it over. Not sure what the holdup is. It doesn't usually take this long.
There, now.
Mr. Dagger, I'm going to bring Mr. Fleming in now. Are you ready to proceed with Mr. Skinner?
I am, Judge.
Your Honor, I think it may take a discussion with you at the virtual bench. I do know that you have a trial, but I think Mr. Fleming and I pretty much have this case squared away.
I have a trial that was supposed to begin 15 minutes ago, so I don't have time for a bench conference now. If you want to try to, I can probably make some time available tomorrow to do that. But I've got to keep moving here.
Can I have one moment to call Mr. Skinner?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right away. You've been down a lot,
Oh.
Well, I'll think about it, this time I haven't maxed out on the probation. We had to do year two, I'm getting that there we go. Here. So, when it comes to the citizen stuff, it takes you like, you time like off the bat, like, I'll do all right. Well, okay, yeah. If they're going, if they try to go like a year, you go on a first violation, then my wife said, starting to justice, I sort of my name, the one, everything, I know about it. The rest, so my parents, 2 minutes, 1 minute, so I mean, I'm getting more than 6 months, so if they're trying to do this, I'm going to go keep time here over with.
All right. Oh.
All right, we are on the record in the People of the State of Michigan versus Patrick Lee Skinner. It's file 21-20472-FH. We're set today for a final pretrial conference. We are proceeding today by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearance on record, beginning with Mr. Fleming.
Chris Fleming, appearing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Michael Dagger Margosian for Mr. Skinner.
All right, so where do we stand with the case today, Mr. Dagger Margosian?
Your Honor, here's where we're at. There is a plea agreement as well as somewhat of a sentencing agreement. So I'm going to put all that on record, and I'm going to have Mr. Fleming confirm that. But the plea deal portion of this is that Mr. Skinner will be pleading no contest to felonious assault, and in exchange for that, count 1 and any subs will be dismissed. The sentencing agreement is that there will be a 1-year jail cap. It's sort of a 2-part thing, so let me just explain it. It's a 1-year jail cap if Mr. Skinner was in custody in Georgia while this case was pending, and so there's a question of what amount of credit Mr. Skinner will ultimately receive. If the amount is less than 6 months, which I don't think it will be, but if it's less than 6 months, the jail cap will be 6 months. If he gets credit for over 6 months, it will be a 1-year jail cap. I know it's sort of convoluted, but I just wanted to frame it that way.
All right, Mr. Fleming, is that a complete and accurate statement of the agreement?
It is. I would just note that we'll need an amended information, and he's going to plead to an added count 4, which will be the felonious assault.
So I don't have time to wait for an amended information this morning. So we can set this over to the day of trial, or if you want to try to contact Ms. Andrews, I don't know if I have any gaps in the schedule that will allow for me to do it before then. We can do that, but I just don't have time to do it this morning. I've got a trial that was supposed to start 20 minutes ago.
Is there anything later today or in the alternative tomorrow?
The trial that I have is scheduled for the rest of the day, and then, I've already taken their time, so.
So nothing today, but anything tomorrow?
I can probably do this tomorrow at PM.
Yeah, tomorrow works, Your Honor. If that's okay with the court and with Mr. Fleming.
What time did you say, Judge?
3 p.m.
We'll make that work, Judge.
All right, so we'll set it for tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Mr. Skinner, you'll need to log back in tomorrow at 3 p.m. You'll use the same Zoom information that you used today.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Your Honor, that amended information was sent over on Ms. Aguirre, so it should
All
be
right,
up to them.
I do have that now. Except that now Mr. Glazier is gone. He is in the waiting. All right, we are on the record now in People's State of Michigan versus Nancy Aguirre. It is file number 23-21277-FH. Today's date set for an arraignment. We had previously discussed this matter on the record and needed an amended information. I do have now an amended information that includes a new count 3, which is possession of cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic of less than 25 grams. Are we ready to proceed with the plea then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Aguirre, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty for perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to understand what you said. The microphone at the jail isn't that great, so I need you to speak loudly and clearly.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down now if you like. You are Nancy Aguirre.
Yes.
You've heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorneys that your intention to plead guilty today to count 3, possession of cocaine of less than 25 grams.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier and the advice that he's given you? Ms. Aguirre, are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that the maximum penalty for this offense is up to 4 years in prison and or a $25,000 fine?
No. Yes.
Mr.
I'm
Gary,
sorry,
what
I
he,
can't hear you.
Mr. Gary, what he's telling you is what the maximum sentence is. We've already placed on the record that there's a killable plea that there will be no upfront jail. But he's got to tell you what the maximum penalty could be. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes.
Ms. Aguirre, I need you to speak more loudly and more clearly. I can't understand what you're saying.
Yes, I understand.
Neither the prosecutor, defendant, or anyone acting on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court other than as we've discussed it on the record here this morning. Is that correct, Mr. Bayonet?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's
Mr.
correct.
Glazier?
Your Honor.
Is that also your understanding, Ms. Aguirre?
Yes, Your Honor.
If a guilty plea is accepted, there'll be no trial. That means you'll be giving up the rights that you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You do have the right to a speedy public trial by jury. You could ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and the court agreed, you could have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial, to have the witnesses against you appear at your trial, and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses that you have for your defense to appear at your trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not have that silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you wanted to testify. Do you understand, Ms. Aguirre, if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to this plea would be by application for leave to appeal and not by right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime can result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions about any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that you're giving those rights up?
Yeah.
Ms. Geary, are you currently under the influence of anything that would affect your ability to make a decision about pleading guilty today?
No.
How do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about February 7, 2023 in the city of Adrian, Lenawee County, Michigan, that you did commit the offense of possession of cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic of less than 25 grams?
Plead guilty.
Ms. Geary, I need you to speak loudly and clearly. I can't understand what you're saying.
Plead guilty.
I still cannot understand what you said.
Plead guilty to it.
Can you move yourself closer to the microphone? What you're saying is not coming through clearly.
Just plead guilty to it.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to induce you to plead guilty to that charge?
No.
Do you understand that if I accept the plea, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of threats or promises that were not disclosed to the court on the record here this morning, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Garrett, you appear to be almost falling asleep. Is there some issue that you're having right now?
No.
Do you understand, Ms. Geary, that if I accept your plea, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of threats or promises that were not disclosed to the court on the record this morning, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea?
Yeah.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises, threats, or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce Ms. Geary to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Geary, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence would be, other than as we've discussed on the record this morning? Ms. Geary, I cannot understand what you're saying. I need you to speak loudly and clearly.
No, yeah.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty today?
Yeah.
Sir Blazer, do you want to establish the factual basis?
Hey, yeah, Mr. Gary, speak up louder so the judge can hear you, okay? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna ask you a few questions now, all right? Okay,
All right.
on February 7th of this year, were you taken into the jail at that time, arrested and put into the jail?
Yeah.
All right, at that time, did they find some methamphetamine in your bra before when they brought you into jail?
Yeah.
All right, you understand you're pleading to cocaine because it's a less serious charge, but in fact you didn't have cocaine, you had methamphetamine in your bra, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, that all occurred here at the jail in Lenawee County, Adrian, Michigan, is that true?
Yes.
All right. I don't have any other questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Bayoneto?
Your Honor, I have a few questions. Ms. Aguirre, you knew it was methamphetamine at the time, correct?
Yes.
And you did not have any valid prescription for that methamphetamine? No,
Can't understand your answer, Ms. Gary.
No.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept a plea. It's been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. Ms. Gary's had full knowledge of her rights. She's had competent counsel. Other than as has been placed on the record today, the court's not made any agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, defense attorney, defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of any of them. I will refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation and set sentencing for April 27th at 8:15 a.m. Ms. Gary, someone from the probation department is going to be in touch with you to do a pre-sentence investigation interview. When you do that interview, please be truthful about this offense and about your background.
Your Honor, I wanted to address bond too, if I could, real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, I don't know what her bond is on this. I didn't ask for a PR bond downstairs. It wasn't addressed. The reason being is that she has some misdemeanors that she says she can't bond out on. Well, I have received a letter from her brother, Josu Espinoza, and he's indicating that he can bond her out on those misdemeanors if I don't get her a PR bond. Well, I'm going to see if I can get her a PR bond on those as well before I have her brother pay. And he's going to take care of her. And I think she's going to stay with him. He lives on Locust Street here in Adrian, Michigan. And he knows she needs to be taken care of and take her medications and those types of things. She has no criminal history, Your Honor. And the amount of methamphetamine in this case was less than a half of a gram.
I'm not, what are you asking me to do, Mr. Glazier?
Oh, I'm asking if she could get a PR bond on this file. And then I'll have to address.
I mean, it appears to me right now that Ms. Gary is falling asleep in the in front of the Zoom camera. To be honest, I'm concerned about her behavior here this morning. She has appeared to me as someone who is quite possibly under the influence of some kind of substance. So
she's been in jail since.
Yeah, and what was this charge again, Mr. Glazier?
It's possession of meth, but she's been in jail.
Where was she when this happened?
She was being taken into the jail.
All right, so I mean, I can see clearly on the screen right now, she's fallen asleep. She was not exactly coherent during the questioning that I had of her. So I'm going to deny the request to modify bond, and I'm going to ask that she be drug tested today at the jail.
Yeah, they can drug test her, Your Honor, but I think those are mental health drugs that she takes.
Oh, well, maybe it is. I don't know. But her appearance to me today is consistent with someone who is under the influence and not, I mean, she hasn't responded in any way to any of this discussion on the record. So I am going to have her drug tested at the jail today. And for the moment, deny the request to modify the bond. Once I know more about the drug test, maybe we can retake or take that issue up again.
Yeah, I gotta say, she's been at the jail, I think, since February 7th. So I don't know how she could be on anything other than mental health drugs, Your Honor.
Well, we'll do the test and find out.
All right.
All right, Ms. Aguirre, if you can hear me and understand me, you can let the officer that's with you know that you are done with court for today.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, the only other case I had today is Mr. Dahan.
Yeah, and I showed Caleb Daniels. Did that get moved?
I don't know. I don't have him on the docket for today.
All right, I'll check. That's all I have with you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Underwood, I don't have Mr. DeHaan yet. Are we going to do anything with him today?
Well, Your Honor, we were discussing a plea offer and I was gonna.
Is he going to plea? Is he going to plea or are you going to request an adjournment? I have a trial that was supposed to begin 35 minutes ago, so I need to get moving.
Oh, well, if I could just talk to Mr. DeHaan for just a second, I'm sure we could adjourn this. And if necessary, set it for a plea.
All right, I'm going to adjourn. I'm just going to adjourn to April 12th at 8:15. The court will do a notice. If you work something out before then.
That's fine, Your Honor. That is fine.
All right, thank you. I think that is everything for the criminal docket this morning, unless Mr. Bayonet, you think I've missed something?
No, Your Honor, I believe that's everything.
All right, thank you for your time then. We'll see you next week, if not sooner.
Thank you, Judge.